this is JDW, and I'm here to provide some math tips to those struggling parents that are trying to help kids with homework or classwork during the pandemic. I'm going to show you how to work two-digit by two-digit multiplication and just some little tricks to help you get through some of the new math versus the old math. Hey, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to work through math the old way. Parents like myself and older, we learn math the old way. So I'm going to just give you a refresher on how to do that math. Okay, before we get started with the problem, it's going to be 75 times 43. I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer. So if you want to work it out with me or before I get there to make sure you still have it, then you can do that. The answer is 3,225. So let's get started. First, I'm going to multiply 3 times 5, which is 15. 5. And we carried the 1. Why did we carry the 1? We weren't pretty sure, but we carried the 1. Then we're going to multiply 3 times 7, which is 21. And don't forget to add the 1. So that's 22. Next, we're going to multiply 75 times, we will always say 4, but this really isn't actually 4. It's actually 40. So 75 times 40. So once we have 2 digits, we're going to start operating on the second line. But for some reason, they never told us why, but you wasn't supposed to start right here with the next number. You skip that. That's actually a 0. And then you start adding your numbers here. So 4 times 5 is 20. We're going to add our 2 here. We're going to carry the 2. And then 7 times 4 is 28. And don't forget to add the 2, which is 30. Once we're done, now we are ready to add. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. And 3 plus nothing is 3. 3,000, add our comma, 225. And there's your answer for our first segment of multiplying two-digit by two-digit multiplication. Now, to continue with our tips on multiplying two-digit by two-digit multiplication, the first thing, parents, that you kind of need to know is understand place value. Place value makes a big difference in understanding numbers and where numbers should go when multiplying. So I gave you the answer. The answer is 3,225. Older parents like myself, we know the answer is 3,225 because we just know the answer. But I'm going to show you a quick tip on how you can help your student. The first thing you need to do is need to be able to understand or recognize place value. This 5 here is in the ones place. Ones. This 2 is in the tens place. This 2 here is in the hundreds. And then this 3 here is in the thousands place. And you'll see how, this will make much more sense to you when I start with our next segment. What we're going to do first is we're going to multiply 75 times 3. 75 times 3. And I'm going to put it here so you can see it. 75 times 3. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 75 times 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 7, 21. Plus 1. That's 222. So let's go ahead and put our 225 over here. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. All right, so now what we're going to actually do, and I'm going to get another marker so you can see, we're going to multiply the tens place. So it's going to be 75, not mine times 3, but 75 times 40. 75 times 40. So 75 times 40. And I hope you can see this on the end. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 7 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. Again, we're carrying that 2. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 2 is 30. Now we're ready to add the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, and the thousands place. Now that answer is 3,000. And now we're ready to add to ensure we get that answer. Keep these numbers aligned. Remember place value. 5 plus 0 equals, let me change my marker, give me a minute. 5 plus 0 equals 5. 2 plus 0 equals 2. 2 plus 0 equals 2. 0 plus 3 equals 3. So your final answer, 3,225. And that double checks with our answer is correct. That's just another method that you can use multiplying 2-digit by 2-digit. Hey, so now for our last segment with multiplying 2-digit by 2-digit numbers, here's just another little trick to keep in mind. Remember, the problem is 75 times 43. Here's the answer. I'm going to give you the answer, but I'm going to show you what's called the box method. Box method, what they're using in schools. And what they're doing, actually, they're just breaking the number down. And again, place value comes into place. So when we look at 75, we're going to break 75 down. What is 75? You have 7 tens and 5 ones. 75. So the next one is 43. How many ones do you have? You have 3 ones. How many tens do you have? You have 40. Now we are ready to multiply. Okay, now that you've broken the number down into its place value, now you are ready to multiply, and you can actually see it. 70 plus 5 equals 75. 40 plus 3 equals 43. So now let's get started multiplying. 70 times 40. 70 times 40, that's 28 plus 2 zeros, 2,800. 70 times 3, 21, add a 0. And a good thing to do is always keep it aligned. The ones place, the tens place, the hundreds, and the thousands. Because when you get ready to add those numbers up, they'll already be in place. Alright, so now we're ready to multiply. 5 times 40. 5 times 4 is 20. Add a 0. And then 5 times 3 equals 15. Now we are ready to add. And all we do when we get ready to add is we add these numbers. So 0 plus 0 is 0. Remember place value. Tens place. 0 plus 1 is 1. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 plus 0 is 2. Add that 1. So that gives us 3,000. Plus the next column, same thing. Keep the numbers aligned. Place value. 0 plus 5 equals 5. 0 plus 1 equals 1. And then 2 plus 0 equals 2. Alright, now we are ready to add. Now we're ready to add to check to see if our number is correct. So the first answer was 3,010. Just make that so you won't get messed up. And then the second one was 215. Again, place value. I'm lining all my numbers up. Now I'm ready to add. 0 plus 5 equals 5. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 0 plus 2 equals 2. And 3 plus 0 equals 3. There we go. Answer 3,225. Can I check it? Yes, I already gave you the answer. Same answer here, 3,225. Just some quick ways and different ways to help you with multiplication for our struggling parents at home trying to help our children virtually.